Hey guys, welcome back to Supplement Science Sundays with me, Steve Stomber, owner of Mammoth-FX Supplements. And today we're going to be taking a break from our normal programming, and instead of talking about an ingredient that you might see on the back of your favorite supplements, we're going to be talking about Mammoth-FX, our pre-workout powerhouse that we just launched, and how you can get your hands on some samples. Oops.
Mammoth Labs Premium Sports Supplements. Be huge, be mammoth.
So before I get into any of the ingredients on this product, I first want to talk about the flavor. So it comes in acai blackberry. So if you ever had vitamin water XXX, it's going to taste like that. So, and you do say acai, and you got to have your pinky up when you say it so you can be fancy. Pinky's up on the blender bottle, people. Now let's dive into this product. So this product comes in 50 servings. You could either go single scoop or double scoop. I personally go with single scoops, just because I try to limit my stimulant intake and I really try to focus on the pump factor. But if I'm looking for a heavier pump, I will go a scoop and a half, occasionally 2 scoops, but you do have that option. So 50 servings, and you could take them as you see fit. Now let's talk about the ingredients. So per 2 scoops, you're gonna have 8 grams of citrulline malate. 8 grams, yes. Have you ever seen 8 grams on a supplement fact panel before? Probably not. Every other company is doing it at 6 grams, which is the clinical dose, but we went a little above and beyond on that. Now, as far as the ratio of citrulline malate that we included, we did a 1-to-1 ratio. So if you watched our Supplement Science episode on citrulline malate, you'll know that 1-to-1 is the best ratio, but unfortunately, a lot of companies are going with 2-to-1 or 10-to-1 ratios, which is not as effective for delivering that pump that you really want and getting that vasodilation and getting those full muscle bellies. Now, citrulline malate, I don't want to get too deep into the science of it just because we covered this in a previous episode, but what it does is it binds to the muscle cells, and what it allows them to relax, and that allows your veins to relax just because you don't have a downforce on it. You don't have that same level of muscle constriction on your veins, giving you that vasodilation. Now, the next ingredient is beta-alanine at a dose of 4 grams. So if a dose of 4 grams, you will feel that tingling feeling. Some people love it, some people don't like it. But the main benefit of beta-alanine, and what it's going to do is it's going to create a buffer for your muscle cells. And what I mean by that is when you work out, you produce lactic acid. Now, lactic acid reduces the pH within your muscle cells, causing you to not work out as long because it makes your muscles fail because you're going below the acceptable pH for proper function. So by increasing beta-alanine content in your muscles, you're increasing the pH within your muscle cells. Duncan, what are you doing? I know you like beta-alanine, but dude, get out of here, get out. Come on. Good boy. Anyway, so by increasing the pH within your muscle cells, you're allowed to work out for longer, and multiple studies have shown this, and you can see this on the. I'm just gonna. All right. So this next ingredient that I'd like to talk about is rhodiola rosea. And yes, Duncan has joined us for the rest of this review of Mammoth-FX. This is Duncan, my dog. He's a really good boy. He likes to show off. And he's figuring out where he wants to sit. Okay. Anyway, so this next ingredient, rhodiola rosea. So throughout history, it's been used as a natural antidepressant. So this has been used mainly in Chinese history. But studies have actually shown that when you compare it to the active ingredient in Zoloft, which is a prescription medication for depression, it's not as effective, but it's very close to being just as effective without the side effects of that heavy medication. So what this is going to do is going to give you that happy-go-lucky feeling. It's really going to hit you in the feels. It's really going to give you that like focused, dial-in feeling. And if you have some good music on, it's really going to hit you hard. So studies have shown that rhodiola rosea increases your resistance or decreases your perception of fatigue. So when you're in the gym, you feel like you could work out longer, you're feeling happy, you feel like you could pump out more reps. You got the citrulline malate delivering that vasodilation, so your muscles are full, and you got the beta-alanine preventing lactic acid from setting in, so you're pushing out those extra reps, and you're getting in a great workout. Now, per 2 scoops, we do have 350 milligrams of caffeine. Now, some people don't think that's a high dose, but I think it's more than effective, and going above this dose really just becomes you're increasing your stimulant tolerance when you go to 400 milligrams, 500 milligrams, If you're a stim junkie, you're just not going to feel it at that point because you're going to be oversaturated and your glands are not going to be able to be more receptive. Now, in order to combat anxiety or the jitters that might set in when you're taking caffeine, as some people are sensitive, we included L-theanine at a dose of 200 milligrams. Now, what L-theanine does is it allows you to increase your cognitive performance, but it also gives you a calming anti-anxiety effect, preventing those jitters from setting in. So if you want to learn more about this pre-workout powerhouse in deeper depth than I covered in this episode, head over to our website where you can go to the research and development phase, and you could actually see why we included each ingredient at the dose that we did. So we want to make sure that we have 40 plus clinical studies behind every product that we launch. And we want to make sure that we're including the effective dose, the clinically effective dose, or higher than that dose. For example, when we have citrulline malate, the effective dose is 6 grams. We went with 8 grams. Now on our website, you could also check out our apparel where you could get one of these nice Mammoth-FX hats where we have 2 versions of it. We also have our long sleeve jet black t-shirts with a tapered fit as well. But if you're looking to take Mammoth-FX for a ride and feel the effects, the Mammoth-FX, go to my story and you could sign up to receive a sample and we'll mail it out to you. So that's this episode of Supplement Science Sundays with me, Steve Stomber. Be huge, be mammoth.